come on. Holy crap. Oh my god. Ay, 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 ay. All right, everyone. Finally, I think we have a go here. I am Commander Trium, and this is another adventure in the Elite Dangerous universe. Of course, we haven't tested our audio yet, so give me a moment to do that. By the looks of things. Oh my god, it's happening again. Oh my goodness. Okay, we are in the Anaconda and back in the California Nebula to make money. Since we're approaching our goal of reaching the Admiralty in Federation rankings. We have a wingman we'll reach out to today as well. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Not too bad. Got my new controller yesterday, so.
Oh, good. Wondered where you were. I'd forgotten about that.
I now have full function again.
Yeah, I'm looking at having to buy another VR helmet at some point. It doesn't have to be right away, but this frickin' thing has had the biscuit, I think, after three years, basically.
Yeah, they don't build shit to last forever. It's pretty tough to do that anymore.
At least they're cheaper now. They're around $4.99 Canadian. I checked prices, so they're not going to break the bank the way they did the first time. That's a reduction in price of almost 50%. So
I don't even know what I could buy it for here. I could look.
Probably $3.99 is what I expect the American price point to be. Something like that. Anyway. So where are you located?
I am heading towards Decade right now.
Ah. I'm at the California Gateway in the Sinuefe Echo Bravo Romeo Charlie 7-5 system, which is in the toward the California Nebula. Not quite there yet. I didn't make it all the way last time I played, but
the mission board there is just bad. Went from last what was it? Last weekend there's two systems that were in Civil War. Now it's one system is in civil war with another system again, or faction there, so just fucking civil war sucks when you're inside of a system like that.
What the hell's going on with the video in this area? Holy shit, man. More bugs in Elite. You zoom out far enough, there's no issues, but you zoom into a planet and you get nothing but issues.
So my Anaconda jumps 73.75 light years right now.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm not even fully maxed out as far as my FSD goes.
You're
Jumped a little more.
You're probably a little vulnerable to pirate attacks, if that's an issue for you.
Well, when you're out in the middle of nowhere, it's not a problem, but I can usually outrun pirates, and then I've got my heat so low that in the ship that if I hit silent running, I can basically be invisible for probably 3, 4, 5 minutes straight without a problem.
Oh, wow.
So if I get interdicted,
you can just hide.
Basically, all I have to do is change direction and hit silent running, and they're looking around, can't find me. But yeah, right now I'm in Super Cruise, full throttle, at 14% heat.
And that's because you're not running a shield?
Well, that's because I've got a few things engineered for low heat and no shield and a few other things.
Okay, that's interesting. So you have a stealth ship. You have a stealth star, a stealth ship.
Yes, I've got a big stealth ship.
Impressive.
But the problem is, since you put big thrusters and shit like that on, you're back to square one again with heat.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things. You got to downgrade everything so far.
Yeah, of course, you can pop in and out of silent running and still, you know, evade nicely, I'm sure, using that tactic. It doesn't take long to bleed away heat from silent running, so you don't have to use a heat sink if you don't want to.
Yeah, I've got them, so I can go a long time before I need to get out.
Yeah, I would like to have a military stealth ship, something that could shoot as well as go dark on the opposition.
I think I'm going to take my extra crate and I'm going to engineer that thing for silent running just to see, make that ship a pain in the ass instead of worrying about long range jumps with that. Make it so that the FSD will charge super fast. That way I can jump in and jump out of places just to be a pain in the ass if I want.
Okay, so we have the galaxy map here, and it doesn't look like there's... Well, I guess I could explore the system, but I really need to make money, not collect minerals at the moment.
Yeah, I've got like about 300 million, I think.
Well, you did pretty well for someone who didn't do very well out here. You seem to be doing okay.
Well, yeah, I could pull between 10 to 20 million a run, but it's the mission board isn't packed as easily, so I mean it took twice as long to
do it. Yeah.
Earn it is what it should have been.
Maybe they just decided to nerf it because they were getting too many people out here that were taking advantage.
I doubt it. You're 1,000 light years out of the bubble. Nobody wants to be that far away from the bubble. The average person wants to be near the action.
Yeah. I don't even have enough money left right now. I lost several ships in the intervening days. Most of them were cheap crate kills, so I didn't really care about them so much, but I lost the Anaconda twice, and that bled away the remaining money that I had. And I guess right now, if I really needed to, I could sell some components and earn some money to cover the amount that I need to replace the ship. But there's no one out here who's going to attack me right now. So
I've probably got 2 ships I could probably sell, and I'd be back over 500 million.
Yeah, I sold off my Viper. It wasn't doing any good, and it was kind of a dumb ship to have, so I just sold it off. Put all my focus into the crate.
I've got an FDL I might just sell. I don't know if I even want to. Really, there's nothing I want to do with it. I mean, I've played in it a few times, but I don't know.
Well, you could have a stealth ship, or you could have maybe you have your battle cruiser all lined up. You seem to have a.
I've got another Anaconda sitting in Shenarda for me to build up if I want, but
you have to decide what you want. If you're going to have like I do want another Anaconda, but my priority is to purchase a. Well, that or I'll retool the frame of this thing and move all my equipment over to the. Move the equipment in the Anaconda over to the Corvette. I haven't decided yet. It won't be as effective in the Corvette. The Corvette won't jump as far, but
you just build up enough money. All you need to do is get yourself about 700 million credits. You can buy and completely A-frame a Corvette without too much trouble. So it's just a matter of actually devote time to building up money. Build up the cash flow.
Well, the other thing you want is to have a dedicated anti-Thargoid ship as well as other kinds of ships, right? So an anti-Thargoid ship is going to be geared with lots of AX weaponry, a full complement of anti-Guardian cannons. I mean, I do love my shock cannon. It works great against humans. I mean, with 4 of them on board, I can basically take ships out in one shot, up to the Cobra Mark III. The dog.
Yeah. His name is Jack.
Jack.
He's a little shithead.
The dog. Why is it with little dog? I can tell it's a little dog. Why is it with little dogs, their bark is just so freaking yippy and yappy, and they try to act all tough, and meanwhile they probably get themselves into more trouble than is really worth.
Well, it's part of being a small dog. You gotta
scare the opposition.
With big dogs, you gotta stand your ground.
Yeah. Even though technically tit for tat is the best strategy nature has come up with for determining survivability in the big picture, but it's hard to say. Perhaps dogs are...
Dogs have evolved over the last 5,000 years to...
well, it's because most species on Earth... Most species on Earth also are non-confrontational. And the dogs, the way they dealt with their problems is they did play tit for tat, but they did so as a pack. And so they're also a predator species, so they have to hunt in order to survive. They require
they're highly social, highly intelligent, and dogs have they're basically a companion species to humans, so I mean they have special favor as far as humans go. So yeah, dogs are going to do pretty good.
You know what?
Jack is cold.
I think that I was just watching a video on YouTube about contact with aliens, real ones, and the question came in at one point during the presentation to this panel of NASA experts. If NASA would actually got evidence of an alien species being observed using one of the next generation of space telescopes that are planned for launch, including James Webb. which is supposed to go up in early 2019. Whether or not NASA would disclose to the public, and of course that's part of NASA's policy. But there's evidence, recently released evidence, that NASA hasn't always followed that policy. That it may have, in fact, kept back some of the footage from the lunar landing of Apollo 11. And that some of it was replaced with the imagery that was put together by Kubrick, the director of 2001: A Space Odyssey. So the question was both, what are they hiding, and is it really? But their policy is thus: they disclose to the public, but if the NRO or the intelligence establishment comes along and says we're taking this project over, then it follows a completely different policy, and I think it's how it works. So the short answer is yes, if NASA's kept in charge of the project, they will disclose to the public, and they probably would not be. Oh, you've observed an atmosphere that can support intelligent life around around a remote planet in another star system. Well, that's no longer NASA's mandate. It now falls under the heading of national security, and we're going to take it over.
Now the problem is, as far as national security goes, if it's in a different system, really it don't do any good.
Well, the United States still wants to defend itself, of course, from threat UFOs, but the evidence is overwhelmingly that UFOs so far haven't posed a national security threat as such, except when they've buzzed nuclear missile sites, and even then it was likely just to demonstrate to the U.S., look, your technology isn't infallible, you really shouldn't be playing with this.
Basically, I'm saying, you can't stop us.
Well, or that, but I'm tending more towards the conciliatory, you really shouldn't be playing with this message, because there's nothing in it for them to just threaten us. I mean, there really is nothing. If they either can or they can't. If they can, why demonstrate it to us? If they can't, scaring us is likely to make us more determined, and the plan would backfire. But I think they wanted to send a directed message to leadership, and they would simply tell the leadership, look, your technology is not infallible. In fact, they didn't have to do anything. There were several cases of missile silos not operating properly in the 1970s that very nearly triggered nuclear war, at least on 3 occasions during the 1970s and 1980s. The problems were corrected, but I mean, you could imagine that type of warning, I mean, if aliens did take an examination of those facilities and decided that, look, this is not secure yet, in our opinion, we better tell them, because they don't want our species to self-annihilate.
Now, most species that are able to travel the galaxy are probably gonna, for the most part, stay out of other species.
I think that would be unfortunate. Oh, well, I don't know about that.
For the most part.
I don't know about that. We'll see. There's one argument I was looking at this past weekend that suggested that humanity's genome may have been tampered with as many as 60 times in the last 20,000 years, in order to give us self-awareness and intelligence. Now, why an alien species would be so interested in using Homo erectus, or one of the predecessor species that Homo sapiens evolved into, why they would be so interested in that, I don't know. I don't see us being terribly interested in doing that. It sort of begs the question, why not just wait for nature to unfold its own natural processes, rather than
20,000 years is a long fucking time.
It is a long fucking time, even for aliens. So or it's likely to be. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd hate to think that our species didn't evolve naturally, but it's conceivable that our genome was tampered with long before you and I were a glint in anyone's eye. Doesn't affect anything, really. I mean, just begs the question, like, what's, you know, what do you get out of that knowledge that you're able to manipulate alien DNA to suit a particular agenda? And plus, if it was done 60 times and if it was spread over thousands of years, as was suggested, then it's possible more than one species was involved. And it's also possible that it's also possible that there would be different goals during that time period.
Maybe they weren't trying to help us evolve. Maybe they're trying to prevent us from acquiring certain physical or traits or something.
Maybe, but it's hard to see how cave-dwelling hominids would pose a threat to any alien civilization. I mean, as you say, 20,000 years is a long period of time. Given the fact we haven't even invented a technology to maintain data that anywhere near that length of time. The oldest records we have are just 5,000 years, maybe a little bit more.
Not even that great.
No, I mean, we're talking fragments of parchment and things that haven't decayed down to that, you know. But I mean, data, electromagnetic data, isn't going to store indefinitely either. It's not even clear it would survive 5,000 years. It might be better to actually write some of this shit down on parchment instead. But no one knows, you know, how to get a piece of data to last 10 or 20,000 years. No one's ever demonstrated the ability. There are structures and things, I guess. You could carve, but even when you carve stuff in stone, it tends not to last that long. Something happens, you know, inside that time frame that erodes the data. Even the Rosetta Stone wasn't complete. Yet without it, we wouldn't have been able to decipher ancient Egyptian. Thank goodness someone had the good sense to preserve a piece of rock with both Greek, hieratic, cuneiform, Sumerian, and Egyptian hieroglyphics on it, all saying the same thing, presumably.
So we're hoping it says the same thing.
Well, it seems to make sense, so either it's an amazing coincidence or okay, so I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll continue on. Computer, plot a course to the California Nebula, please. Oh, it's this damn nebula in the background that's causing the video issues. It's so choppy. Anyway, they establish a nice line of bases here. The Alliance did. And we have enough fuel to reach that system. Do we have enough fuel to reach the next one? Let's just see if we can make the next one. Yep, we can make the next one. That's California Sector Juliet, Hotel Victor, Charlie 2-12. And we will keep this course. Okay, we're about 1,000 light years outside the bubble right now. Do you know who Nostradamus was?
Yeah.
I met someone today who had no idea who he was. Could hardly believe it. What's that?
Wow.
Well, I thought Nostradamus was pretty famous. I mean, to encounter someone who didn't have any idea who Nostradamus was. Oh, don't forget your limpets. I guess I should have checked my cargo before I took off. We'll do that outside the station. Okay. So, we have 11 limpets. That should be plenty.
My 5D thrusters have been engineered just enough that they outperform a 7A thruster.
Your 5Ds?
Yep.
Wow.
Just barely outperform them. Stock 7A thrusters.
Wow. I didn't know that was even possible, but I guess the 7A, the main advantage is
And I'm only maybe stage 2 or 3 for my clean engine tuning. Maybe I could look, couldn't I? Oh, I've got stage 3 clean drive tuning mod on me, and thermal spread.
Now departing this sector for the NGC 1514 sector, Kilo November Tango Charlie 3 5.
Here ain't worth it anymore. I can do a lot better, I'm sure. Do a better stock.
Did you find yourself suffering any kind of elite withdrawal during this latest break?
No, I've got other games I can play. I'm actually playing Warframe. A lot of fucking updates that's happened to that game since last played that one.
Warframe?
Which I gotta log in. Yeah, I gotta log in there and check. I got some engineering and shit that I got running in that game that I need to log in and check on eventually tonight.
Oh, wow. Well, I eventually have to depart and watch Murder She Likes. Murder!
Tacking missile rack.
Oh yeah, I'm getting those in another week.
That's half the reason I came back to the bubble today.
I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of those modules so I can outfit all my ships with like Hellhound missiles. And then I realized I might have, with the Corvette, I might want to go back to Aisling and get prismatics back for a little while so I can outfit a proper prismatic shield configuration on my battleship.
I've actually found that unless I'm in group with somebody else, prismatics are actually a nuisance.
Why? Because they take too long to charge? You still gain shield points at the same rate.
But no, they don't. They charge slower.
What? That's not fair.
It takes forever for them to charge up.
No, but I mean, you're taking 100% of, like, you know, 13,000 shield points instead of 100% of 100 shield points. Obviously, the ship with 100 shield points is going to charge its shields a hell of a lot faster.
Bioweaves charge a lot faster. Each class of shields has a different charge rate.
I didn't know that.
And yeah, that's why bioweaves are very popular. That's what I've got. I've got reinforced bioweaves on my Corvette right now.
Well, I have on.
I can put on it, but I have to have a healer around or keep the shields up on that thing. Otherwise, just yeah. I mean, I can take a hell of a pounding for a long time, but if I blow those shields on, I'm going back to the station to recharge.
Yeah, but that usually takes longer than I've got ammunition or weapons energy for anyway.
Not if you get into heavy
No, not if there's multiple ships attacking you simultaneously, but on a one-to-one fight or any of the fights I'm usually in, and I stress usually, if I'm going to go PvP, I'm going to want something that charges shields up to the maximum in terms of speed, which means your power distribution has to be set ideally, and your shields have to pull that power that they're being allocated very quickly. So I'll be looking into that as well to see if that's possible.
Well, let's see. I got 6 pack hounds on my Anaconda here. I can't even upgrade them right now. I need materials bad. What do I want to do now?
Now moving to HIP 18077. Engaging FSD. We currently have 3 heat sinks. You know, if I really want to clear out the clean out the systems of traffic in the California Nebula area, we could just be a bunch of fuckers, join up and go PvP for a little while.
California?
In the California Nebula, yeah, and clear out all the humans that come here.
There's not that many that I see.
Well, I don't know why else there would be a shortage of minerals. Sorry, a shortage of passenger missions.
Because 2 of the factions are in civil war.
Yeah, but that's not supposed to last for weeks at a time. It's supposed to last...
No, it didn't. The 2 factions were in a civil war. Well, they got done, and then one of those factions engaged in a civil war with another faction in that system.
Oh, for God's sake.
Why, I don't know, but it's part of their BGS system.
Well, I don't think it's a very good idea. Besides, if you finish one civil war, you should take a break before you begin another one.
Yeah, should.
I mean, who the hell wants to be in civil war all the time? By the way, I just realized I haven't actually... Hang on here. I haven't looked to see... Oh, this is it. I'm in the host star system I need to be in. Okay, cool. We have to go to the Red March laboratory, I think. Yep, there's no space stations here, so we'll have to land at Red March. Red March is locked on target. This is a very full solar system, not quite as full as Sol, but getting there. Can't believe we got here that quickly.
What?
Well, I jumped here just it was faster than anticipated, and probably can jump up to 50 light years now or something. It's over 40 at any rate.
I can jump over 70.
Yeah, well, I'm not yanking out all the equipment that you've yanked out. I like my equipment. And sometimes it comes in rather handy. Oh, 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 okay.
I just bought 12 pack hounds.
You can launch 12 pack hounds.
So I bought 12 pack hound missile racks.
Oh, good. Can I have a few?
Sure. I'm debating. I've got a total of 15. I'm debating how many more I might possibly need or want.
Don't forget, you can upgrade them. There's a way to do that.
Yeah, I know. I've got some of them upgraded already.
You have to go visit what's-her-name. I got her, the Eurobia person.
I've had her for quite a while.
Yeah, well, I finally got her. I bit the bullet and went and finished the mission off very quickly. It's amazing how little time that takes when you've got, like, when you've reached a certain level in the game. It doesn't take long at all. And yet it seemed so bloody impossible at one point. Back when I could only jump, like, 16 light years in my little Cobra or whatever. It seemed quite impractical to go and finish that mission at the time. Red March Laboratory. Landing on Planet 11.
I gotta go find something to drink. I'll be back.
Alright then. And we are practically next door to the California Nebula. Request dock. Well, We'll have to go outfitting here. Oh yes, the floating rocks. Repressurize airlock, please. Airlock repressurized. Okay, so here's what we don't need anymore. We can park this thing. And we will browse the shop. Uh-huh. Docking computer, hatch breaker limpet. CQYC5.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you there?
What?
Are you there?
Only because I'm here. The multi-cannon. Da, da, da. I'm going through my list of squirreled away components and objects.
I'd have to go to Shinrarta, but I don't feel like dying on the way, so I'll have to switch in board hop in order to do that. Peckerhead's running around Shinrarta all the time.
Yeah.
So you're saying you had a friend that wanted to try and duel a cutter.
Yeah. I don't remember who it was or when that was. It was a long time ago.
That was last weekend. It was
In
Saturday or Sunday.
in my universe, that could be any time. My universe lacks any concept of events or driven time. Well, the events happen, I just don't know when. If they're happening right now, I'm still not 100% sure.
Oh, you're just delusional.
Okay, California sector CQI C5 is where I put all my spare units. So we'll go there. CQI C5. Alright then. We also have Galnet, which we haven't read yet. And today being the Thursday means that there should be new news today. Galnet, the Galactic News Network, or GNN. Close Encounters Core Initiative. The Close Encounters Corps has announced its intention to construct a scientific megaship in the BD-12-1172 system. The new vessel will allow research teams to map and explore the planets of the surrounding nebula. Admiral Anton Verne of the Close Encounters Corporation issued the following statement. A number of survey groups have expressed interest in mapping the nebula surrounding BD-12-1172. This new scientific vessel will act as a base from which they can research the abundance of unexplored planets throughout the nebula. To facilitate the construction of the megaship, Close Encounters Corps has placed an order for muon imagers and has promised to reward pilots to deliver these commodities to Crown Prospect in the Kagastuchi system. The organization has also placed a kill order on all ships on the wanted list, and so on and so forth. Increasing numbers of spy robots. The FSS has discovered more personal administration robots containing concealed surveillance programs.
You've already read that one 3 times. Please skip to the next one.
No, I have never read this before because it was dated today. So that would have been interesting if I've read it before. Independent reporter Flint Firemaker LaFosse discussed the situation of the Rewired news feed. In recent weeks, hundreds of individuals and businesses have destroyed their personal robots. Mass robophobia or paranoia that the robots might be secretly recording them makes you wonder what these people are trying to hide. How many millions of robots are spying on us right now, and for what purpose? Is it a coincidence that all of the effective models are made by the Achilles Corporation? Maybe blackmailing the rich is their new revenue stream. And that was it from GNN. There's literally nothing going on in the news right now. How boring. You know, if they need a writer to, like, make up some shit for this game, I'm quite sure I could come up with some very interesting plot lines. Oh my god! Galaxy map, please. Holy shit, it's in the prison ship. CQY C5? Why the hell did I store everything in the prison ship? Well, at any rate, it's only 2 jumps away, so... It's across the nebula from where I am.
Oh, you're out in California? The prison ship is the only local, easily accessible outfitting out there.
Well, there's also... No, there's a system in the...
Easily accessible unless you've got because it's like 150 light years away. I've been there, I know.
Well, I know, but you'd have to, for it to be the most easily acceptable point, you'd have to be on the other side of it on the nebula, because on the side I'm on, I've got outfitting. So...
You're not at Darwin Research Facility then.
Where is Darwin?
You mean I have to look?
Well, no.
Cali Sector CQ-Y, C5.
That's the prison ship's location.
No, that's Darwin Research Facility. The prison ship is in Cali Sector BB-Y, C7.
Oh, okay, I guess it is Darwin then. Sorry, I'm headed for Darwin. But it's only 74 light years to the next outfitting at HIP, California Sector JHV C212.
Yeah, it's still 2 or 3 jumps.
2 for me, but anyway.
Well, if it's 72, it's 1 jump for me, but that's besides the fact.
Yeah, well, 2 or 3 conventional jumps, that's true. I can brag more than you. I just did. Oh, the irony of it all. Okay, the other thing I can do here is go to the Heart and Soul Nebula. They're way the hell out there. But there's a...
Greg, go check out my, what I own. Current assets, $3.264 billion. With a B.
Yeah, I have over $1 billion, but...
Have you broke $1 billion yet?
Yes, I broke $1 billion last month. I reported it to you when I did. What the hell is going on here? EAFOTS EPI D935. Why have I marked this? This system is important for some reason. How far away is the Heart and Soul Nebula? 6,000 light years.
From you?
No, it's only 6,800, but it's still quite a jump.
Probably because out in the Heart and Soul Nebulas, there's a couple of mining
yes.
out there.
Yes, I see that now.
Marked. I think I've got 1 or both of them marked too.
There's IC 1848 and that one. Those are the 2 that I know about. But they're across the Formidine Rift. Is that... Ooh, it's a bubble. The Bubble Nebula.
That'd be nice if I could boost in this ship. 200 meters a second.
What we need...
Whatever is fucking slow.
We need a hyperspatial catapult.
Called a neutron star.
That's one of them, yeah. But using the same forces as in a neutron star, we could make a neutron star more efficient by placing a catapult in such a system and then having you go, 5,000 light years in a single jump. The only caveat is you'd have to visit that particular system.
It's called Jack Station. It's out in Colonia. He went like 20,000 light years.
Yeah, he had the resources of an entire starbase to do it as well. And then there's the cone sector. Oh dear me. Oh, they locked it out. Well, that's why it's called the cone sector. It's right next to the Cone Nebula. Well, they never told me. I missed the memo. Okay, it's time to lock the dog away in the Cone of Silence.
No, it won't happen. You lock them in their kennel in the basement, they just bark and howl.
You don't have a Cone of Silence. That's where you put things that are noisy, that you can't shut up, but you can't get rid of either. You put them in the Cone of Silence.
So I just went and got myself some rum.
And you fill a Horn of Plenty with it so that there's always more rum.
You can never have enough rum.
More bourbon. The Horn of Plenty has bourbon, bottles of bourbon clanking out of it.
Whiskey.
Of course, you're familiar with the Horn of Plenty, yes?
No.
What? You don't know what a Horn of Plenty is?
Nope.
It comes from American lore and mythology. What you do is you get one of these things, and they're supposed to create food out of the end of the horn, which of course has a termination point. But magically, more food always comes out. With a Horn of Plenty, you will never hunger or starve.
Sounds kind of retarded to me.
They were first used by Plymouth during the first Thanksgiving in the United States as a decorative item to present food and various foods and squash and whatnot. They just got an ordinary horn and put a bunch of food inside of it. Usually they're made of wicker, like a basket-like weave, in the shape of a horn. I'm surprised you don't know about this being from the prairies.
No.
Well, look it up in Wikipedia at some point.
We don't learn unimportant details like that.
Oh, for heaven's sake. It's about your country.
A lot of things about this country that aren't worth knowing. Like who the fucking president is, for one.
That's at the moment. It's incidental. Though your point is well taken.
Request doc.
Okay, we're refueled, repowered, and ready to go. We'll continue our saga. Oh, wait, no, we want passengers. We can carry a few passengers. There's an Alliance outpost. Criminal mastermind. Yeah, I don't like this idea of the criminal mastermind. This is what got me into trouble out here before.
You're not going to make money without hauling the illegals around.
No, especially when there's only one cabin available at the moment. It carries a lot of people. It just isn't what I'm looking for. Criminal, decline. Secretive, but not a criminal. But she's not going to the right destination. Criminal. What the hell's the matter with your son? Something is wrong with your son. Clay, no, it's too far away.
He's probably just upset because he's still grounded from any and all electronics.
That'll do it.
So he's got to rely on his mother to watch interesting TV shows since you can't touch the TV.
You could force him to wear a blindfold around the house.
No, that'd just be cruel and stupid.
Yes, it would. What did he do that got him grounded?
Basically, refusing to pull his head out of his ass. What do I need now?
An attitude problem. This is common to people that are entering adolescence.
Data mind wake exceptions is what I need. Where do I find them?
Okay, this is dumb. I'm not doing this, and we're going to leave. I'm carrying no passengers because everyone's a criminal here. I will carry criminals once I have the ability to hide my ship during landing. And once I'm in a slightly better position. Making the jump. We are jumping the ship momentarily. I don't know about these star systems. You put them in the nebula, and then there's this kind of nebula-like fog around all over the place. Little dust particulates in every corner of the region. I'm going to explore some planets in this nebula while I'm here. Ooh, we're in a dark area of the nebula. They're scanning another planet.
just upgraded my FSD. Let's see how well we can go now. I can jump 75.29 light years as of right now.
Excellent. Until your hyperspatial drive malfunctions and you're sent across the cosmos into intergalactic space, where you can not jump because you can't get a fix on any of the stars from the place that dumps you out. That would be pretty terrible, actually. Sorry, but you're now too far away from the Milky Way galaxy to get a star fix. And therefore, you will forever be locked into intergalactic space. You're saying Darwin Station is in this system? No, it's not. The quarry is. The quarry is a prison ship. You're mistaken. There's no Darwin Station.
The names I read off, or the systems I read off, were pulled off of the map.
Well, I'm in the system itself. It's not coming up. And I've explored the whole system.
Well, you're probably in the wrong system then. You're 27 light years off.
What?
Darwin, the system that Darwin, whatever is in, is 27 light years away from you.
From the quarry?
Yes. That's why you probably have your shit in the quarry, because it's a little hop away.
We'll see in just a moment. I'm going to get my shit out of the quarry anyway, and then we'll go to Darwin. Well, I don't remember where everything is.
You should.
No. I don't spend as much time out here as you do. And therefore, I have less money.
Sounds like a personal problem.
It is a personal problem. I could tell you all about it, but it's a personal problem. Therefore, it won't interest you. Anytime I have a problem, though, I always label it personal so that no one asks any questions. Like, are you done your project yet? I just say, no, that's a personal question. I can't answer. And then they threaten me with being fired, and then I usually tell them.
Well, I'll make smart-ass comments like that when management asks me shit like that. They just look at me like, okay. They just wait because they know I'm going to eventually tell them anyway.
Yeah.
Have you done anything today? Yeah. Stood around. Watched the paint peel on the machine for a couple hours. Scratched my ass. Picked my nose. I farted 3 times. After a couple minutes of comments like that, they're kind of, you can see in their eyes, they're kind of glazing over.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, fine, yes, I did the project you asked me to do 3 days ago. 3 days ago, you could have already been done with your task on that project.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's not my job to walk across the building and tell you what I'm doing. It's your job to come find me, you fucker. You're the manager. Usually management shows up in the machine shop and is like, oh shit. Today the fucking
due date.
The big wig walked into the shop, he crossed the orange line, so I started ripping into him.
Yeah.
Told him, yeah, must be nice. You walk around all day with your hands in your pockets. You go have teleconference calls and meetings.
Actually, I get very tired of meetings very quickly because most meetings are...
That's what he said. He pulls out his phone. He's like, well, I got a meet. He had 7 meetings today. He's like, yeah, meetings aren't all they're hyped up for. I'm like, well, take a pillow with you. He started kind of smirking.
Giving it serious thought.
He probably has a pillow in his office just for that reason. Take a nap while the fucking idiot airheads are yapping away.
I don't know why. I mean, some meetings I've been in have been productive, but they aren't very. They're far too infrequent. Usually the meetings are. In fact, there's a meeting tomorrow morning. I don't think it's really going to help me that much, but anyway. Oh, and my family called. The family that lives here, the one I was at war with. So the wife calls me, the one that's controlled by her husband. And she's, apparently her sister's in town, so now I've got the sisters from Saskatchewan and Ontario to have over for dinner tomorrow night. So that's what's going on here. Well, we'll see. They better not ask me about that damn grandfather clock. If they do, I swear to God, it'll be the shortest dinner in history.
Well, just say what grandfather clock?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the one that Grandpa gave you. Oh, I pawned that off years ago.
Yeah, I had it chipped out here. I had it chipped out here in secret, and then I sold it just to piss you guys off. So now no one has it.
Oh, my grandpa gave my brother his old shotgun. After my grandpa passed away,
shit.
A couple of my uncles were having a fit because they wanted that gun. My grandma knew exactly where it was. My dad knew where it was.
Yeah.
And everybody decided, since those 2 uncles were being dipshits, you know what? Nobody knows where the gun's at. It's missing.
Yeah.
You can't use the gun anymore.
It's an antique, yeah.
It's that old. Well, he bought it out of a Sears and Roebuck catalog back in like the 1950s. And it's been well used over the years.
Okay.
I mean, if you shoot a regular full power shotgun shell through it, it might just fall to pieces on you. I know my old shotgun's that bad that I used when I was a kid.
What? It'll just explode right in your hands, probably. Yeah. You know, if you're not careful. What the fuck is going on with my video? I swear to God I had this worked out.
Say what now?
Oh, my headset's acting up yet again. I thought I had it worked out, and now it's acting up. Okay, come on. Okay, what the fuck? See, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Oh, this is unbelievable. There it goes, kind of.
Resistant ceramics.
Okay, come on. The quarry. No, now it's the blindness. Okay. Stay the fuck put. No! There we go. No. God damn it.
If I put a 4C fuel tank in my Anaconda instead of the 5C, I could jump up to 77 light year jump.
Ah! This fucking video is so frustrating. Oh, god damn it. See, the video goes on and off like fucking like a strobe. Oh my god. I swear to Christ. There's got to be a way to fix this fucking thing. Okay, anyway. Come on. Ah, Jesus. Move my head 1/2 centimeter in the wrong direction and that's it. Starport services, please. Go to outfitting, please. Refuel all, please. Outfitting, please. Jesus. Optional internal. I would like the following. I want the Class 6 economy passenger cabin transferred to the ship now. Done. Fighter hangar we're keeping. Cargo rack. We'll probably keep that, I'm thinking, maybe? I don't know. There's no stock here. This is the fucking quarry. Detailed scanner compartment. Core internals. We have a Class 4 economy passenger cabin and a Class 5. We'll take the Class 5. Collector limpet controller. We'll take that one out. Transfer the Class 5 economy passenger cabin. You can now carry, in theory, 128 passengers, I think.
Well, are you trying to load up for what kind of passengers?
Economy only. Trying to get the largest bulk passenger transport that I can do.
You realize out in California, all those passengers they refuse to share. They all want their individual cabins.
I understand this. That's why I've gone. If you bulk up all the passenger, like all the economy classes together, they only get a seat. So when you look in the thing, you only get passengers that are willing for single transport, and they don't get a cabin.
Most of the ones that pay out the good money, though, refuse to share. So that theory that
I'm testing out a theory I saw on YouTube. There is a purpose to this. If it's successful, I'll make more money this way than I will any other, configuring this way.
I'm trying to tell you that theory worked until about 6 months ago when they changed some of the passenger missions, when they tweaked that shit. Def put a kibosh to it.
Well, that's stupid.
You could try it. Maybe something changed since then. I don't know, but all the missions I see there out in California and even in Rubigo,
well,
pretty much they refuse to share cabins. They want their own cabin.
I don't know if the economy passengers work the same way. Anyway, these are one-seaters. They're not expecting their cabin to be completely depopulated of other people if they're flying economy. That is just not realistic.
You'll be surprised.
They want their own private. Well, I'm not having them, reserve half a compartment just for themselves. That just isn't on. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, actually. And if FDev really did that, then they're just as stupid. But I can't imagine them doing that. We'll see. That's why I'm testing this out. And if they are that stupid, they'll hear about it in the fucking comments. That would be like today having airliners carry passengers that want, economy or coach class. And that as if a coach passenger gets to demand, I'm going to buy four plane tickets on this aircraft, but I want the whole aircraft to myself. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, what they can do on an aircraft, though, is they can buy the 2 seats on either side of them so that nobody flies in those seats.
They can. They can do that here, too, and I'm more than happy to oblige.
That's effectively what they're doing in the game. They're paying
No, it's not the same. I don't see it the same way. It's ridiculous. We're talking about volume here. They're not buying an entire compartment versus a couple of extra seats. If they're going to buy a couple of extra seats, that's one thing. We're talking about the whole fucking compartment that carries 50 people. That's another. I mean, look at how big these compartments are. The compartment sizes are 16, 16, and 32. They're just not getting the whole fucking compartment, period.
And how are you going to get just all economy passengers when most of them want business?
They shouldn't exist. That's my point. If you're an economy passenger, how can you demand the entire compartment to yourself? That doesn't make any sense. Economy doesn't have features. You get shipped along in bulk with a bunch of other passengers. That's how it works. Normally in the transportation sector, in passenger transport. Do you reserve the whole bus because you're going on a bus ride?
This is a game, right?
No, but the game has to approximate reality in certain respects. It would be the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, for them to handle it this way. I'm sorry. It's just fucking so stupid. Okay, that's it. This is a prison, so we're not going to get any further here. So, remember, we are watching. They're watching even you, even right now. And they're not sure they like what they see. And you're in big trouble.
Huh?
Huh?
Sorry, I got distracted.
Your dog again?
No.
No?
TV.
What? Sorry, I was
I
distracted.
got distracted by watching TV.
Oh. Alright then.
I can run a Class 1 power distributor in my Anaconda now.
I have found Darwin Station. It's in a system that's 8 light years away. I think. No, it's 27. You're right. Never mind. But 8 or 27, it's all the same to me. It's one jump. Okay. Exiting and moving to Darwin Station for an analysis of the passenger manifest. Launching. Oh. Oh. This starship is in orbit of a gas giant, a very large one at that. Jumping the ship. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump. Did you hear about that American astronaut today who made an emergency landing with his Russian cosmonaut co-pilot. After 2 minutes, they were out of Baikonur Cosmodrome inside of 2 minutes, and had to, and then their rocket started coming apart. So the auto eject system engaged, eject their capsule, and they pulled 6 Gs during the landing, but they landed safely back on Earth.
Oh, they're gonna be fucked up for a couple weeks.
Nope, they were apparently recovered right away. They were
That maybe generally causes some blood flow issues in the long run.
Well, it's true, I suppose, but they weren't exposed to 6G for that long. I think it was they peaked at 6G. You can spend brief amounts of time at higher Gs.
Yeah, a lot of times after about 2 to 3 G, the average person passes out from blood loss to the brain.
True. Oh, shit. The gravity around this fucking station is crazy, and I can't land. Distress call threat level 2, just outside the station. Yeah, I don't know. I think so. We don't have any passengers at the moment. I may as well test my guns.
Let's see. Figure out.
Oh! Actually, I'm being attacked. It is a crate Mark II. It will slow. We are submitting to interdiction. He's wanted, letting him have it. The crate is fleeing. I did get a shot on him, well, several shots on him, but he fled.
Roger. On the way back now.
Weapons systems are retracting. We are 1,880 kilometers from our target. At current rate of acceleration, it will take 1 hour, 30 minutes 45 seconds to arrive. Nope, we'll use the jump drive. Crossing the distance and slowing. We are 8 kilometers from base. That was much faster. Landing authorized on pad 40. Auto dock engaged. We are approaching landing at Darwin Station, and we have landed at Darwin Station. No outfitting is available here. We don't have a limpet controller, so we may as well get rid of our limpets from cargo. All limpets have been removed. Cargo hold now stands at empty. Okay, let's have a look at the passenger lounge. Aha! Criminal. Not a criminal. This is the first one who can... Okay. Well, it's actually a mix of what you said.
What now?
So, some of them want exclusive and some of them don't. But that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. The fact there are any that actually expect that service with economy and go blow themselves out the airlock. Actually, these people are paying pretty nicely right now. I've just got a couple here for 5 million a shot.
Where are they going?
To the mounds, Mick Turner mounds.
Plus Little Blue.
Nope. Just the one destination. Oh, this one's Little Blue.
Usually you get above that 2.5, 3 million. They're wanting to go to Little Blue as well.
Well, there's just the one mission so far, so I shouldn't. But the other ones were Mick Turner mounds. They wanted 2.4 million. Of course, this one's a criminal. So you got to deal with criminals, or you have to go to Little Blue, is what I'm hearing you say.
Or a combination thereof. I just deal with the criminals. That's why I've got a stealth ship.
Yeah.
I can come and go as I want.
Although the ground bases don't seem to be scanning quite as often, but whatever.
Well, if you're going to the bark mounds, you're going right next to that planetary.
That one's particularly.
Like a kilometer apart.
Yeah, that one's particularly.
So you're going to get scanned by any ships that are out.
I know. That one's particularly bad, but the other one at the other base, JHV or whatever it is not that way.
Yeah.
And then you don't get scanned. But it didn't have any missions either last I checked. So anyway, 2 million a shot is still pretty good.
I am currently screwing around with this Anaconda to see if I can get 80 light year jump out of it, just for the fun of it.
Here's one for 3 million. Sorry.
I'm at 78.74 or 78.6 light year jump.
What the fuck? Man, what a piece of garbage this game can be sometimes. Absolute rubbish. Pathetic.
I need some conductive components so I can boost my little power plant up over my threshold.
Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Yeah, these missions are absolute shit. Absolute shit. Well, that's okay. We're going to keep some positions open in my hold because there's a second base I want to visit and try to do multiple bases and get their, that way I'm making money consistently off the kinds of missions I want. If I can't get it all from one base, I'll get it from two. Bravo, Alpha, Alpha, Echo 6.
Landing coupler deactivated. Be wary of traffic on your way out.
And let me guess, this is probably still one of the better areas for passenger money making in the game right now.
I don't know.
Clear of the station. Good luck, Commander. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I just jumped into private mode, so that's why I was asking.
There's no moons around here, so why the hell would I stick around?
.9 light year jump. I really want to see if I can hit 80, just because it'd be hilarious. I could jump 300 light years now with a neutron star.
Yep. Okay, and we're ready to continue. Detailed scan. And we are in the middle of this nebula with the horrible red fog obstructing our view of the galaxy. It is horrible. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump. Convoy dispersal pattern threat 2. Why would a convoy have a threat rating?
It's under attack.
Let's find out. It's not putting out a distress signal, which is a little unusual.
Okay. Look at the shower, buddy.
5,000 kilometers, mark. No evidence it's under attack yet.
There's only an option. It didn't mean it was. I was guessing.
Oh my god.
Is that the one, the drying one? How much? How are you getting
One's an answer.
So when those 10 of these use Android, processors, phones, and your tablets.
I'm thinking Windows would get that effect, but I want to.
That sounds like a good idea for later on.
Well, the ship quickly filled up with police ships, anacondas, and whatnot. We don't have any debris sifters, so we will put our weapons away, dock our fighter is engaging in docking maneuvers. This convoy is now escorted by a good many Alliance battlecraft. These are Allied police forces. Clearly, they're system police. All right, then. I would like .3 light seconds from next target. Alliance outpost in the California Nebula. Now I have to land in this system to collect my bounties. This is closer. Just. There is an Aquarius-class tanker in orbit above McTurner Base. 200 landmines. Oh, isn't that nice? Aberrant shield pattern analysis. Colonel Decker. Oh, combat bonds, not vouchers. Wasn't there another engineer who needed bonds?
I think so.
Oh, I got some more engineers on my invite list. Mel Brandon, Celine John, Laurie Jameson. Well, Laurie Jameson I had already. I actually had Celine John, but Mel Brandon is brand new. I don't know if he's in the, I'm not sure where the hell he is.
I believe.
Is he? Okay.
I believe so. I could be wrong.
Well, at any rate, Colonia seems to gradually be getting more traffic. I think they're trying to come up with ways to drive up the traffic out there.
That's just it. There's nothing out there right now.
Well, very little. Well, the bubble's always going to be more popular than Colonia. Like, Earth is in the bubble. What more do you want? You can't have everything in the bubble, outside the bubble. Even though the fact of the matter is, most things are outside the bubble. I have to use the little men's room. I'll be right back. And of course the video has to fail again because I dared to take the helmet off my head. Oh god. Let's see if we can get it back now. Oh, there we are. You ever watch that show Murder, She Wrote?
Many years ago. I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. It's funny, though, how the police never seemed to catch on to the fact she was at the scene of every goddamn murder that happened in that stupid little fishing town on the eastern coast of the United States. In Maine, or wherever the hell it was. You know, you'd start to wonder after a while, wouldn't you? Like, why are you at the scene of every murder? And why is the murder rate so high in this town? I mean, there's someone dying in this town of like 20,000 people every week. Why is that? And this stupid little old lady's always there to cover it. Oh, for God's sake. I hate the fact these assholes haven't got a 1-800 number. I really do. I don't want to buy any more of their shit as a result, and that you have no choice. Because no one else is being supported for the elite. No one else, that produces a worthwhile piece of equipment.
sure as hell wouldn't store something for 17
Then
years.
drive the price up. There's still demand for it.
It's not a matter of the price, what you can sell it or not sell it.
It's always a matter of the price. Don't be silly. Of course it's the price. The price is always...
You realize you get taxed on inventory.
That's the dumb part.
So you have this part that you could potentially sell for $10, but you're going to get taxed $1 per year for having that in your inventory.
Actually, I don't know if you get taxed on inventory in Canada. You get taxed on money. You get taxed on monetary value if you when you purchase it and when you sell it. That's the only two times in Canada you're taxed. You're not taxed to maintain an inventory.
Businesses are taxed for inventory. That's why here in the States, that's why they have to do inventory once a year.
Yeah.
A lot of them actually do it multiple times a year.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's a way to fucking repress the economy. After all these marvelous reforms that the Republicans have done, you'd think they would actually get out of that business. But no. Let's make it as dumb as we possibly can.
Taxes are a great income.
I know they are. Why don't you legalize drugs and then tax that the way we're about to? And get lots more money out of that.
The fines.
Oh, bullshit. There's no fines involved. You're either got a criminal conviction or you don't. And the people who are getting convicted usually don't have shitloads of money, but they will spend the money that they can afford to spend if they can have access to the product, if the demand is high enough.
Okay, let's stop with the drug talk. I'm not interested in that conversation again. We've had
No, it had nothing to do with drugs. It has to do with making money.
Yeah, and it's a dead conversation. Ain't gonna change, so...
Fuck's sakes. Ay, 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 ay. It's amazing how disruptive a simple act like using the washroom can be. Fucking idiots at defense. They have to have like the maximum number of people use one washroom, so they get a giant washroom that's located at one place in this building, and it's at the center of the building. So you have to walk all the way from wherever you, and of course I'm at the outskirts, so I have to walk all the way from the outer sections of the building through the building to the intersections to get access to the washroom. By the time I get back to my desk after using the washroom, my entire chain of thought is broken. I've forgotten how to do anything. The idea of having a conveniently located washroom seems to have escaped the architect, as if no one would ever need to actually do something like use the can within a reasonable period of time. It's like a 10-minute ordeal you have to go through every time you just use the can.
You do?
Yeah, then I gotta go.
Where you gotta go to?
Murder She Likes. a different form of entertainment rather than sitting here grinding away cash. What are these recalcitrant bases that don't want to give up money anymore? Actually, for the number of passengers I'm seeing who will share like a compartment, I'd have to declare you correct, at least for this part of the galaxy. I don't know if that's true for every part of the galaxy, though. I've seen places where a group of people will go and they won't require the whole compartment. Like recently.
They're not the major payouts though either.
No, and they shouldn't be. But nor should there be like zero tolerance in even a remote area like this. Like, fuck. It's the frontier of known civilization, and you're bitching and complaining because you can't have the whole compartment to yourself, but you're not willing to pay for it. I'm going to end up having to take criminal passengers, which I don't like, because there's certain bases you can't go to with them. And finding out which ones will accept criminals and which ones will not is a trial and error endeavor. Although those asteroid bases sure don't seem very well equipped to detect you if you fly into the station through the slot with your stealth mode turned on. And how is it on a planet with no atmosphere, the sound seems to reverberate through the entire, like, starport?
I don't know.
That's another dumb thing this game has, is like, oh, let's have a starport with a planet with no atmosphere. And how does sound work on such a world? You can scream as loud as you want on the moon. I guarantee you no one's going to hear you because sound won't transmit on the moon. Okay, so there we go. I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to try to set a passenger delivery path through this star system onto the next one. Okay, there's that one. And then there's this one here. Yeah. JHV C212. That nebula sure seems to gum up your navigation computer. Red March Laboratory. Course laid in. Computer, prepare for launch. Let's see what we got for passengers here, since we have to pass through this system again. Passenger lounge, please. No, all these destinations are far away. Ah yes, sunrise over Mid-Turner Base. I'm just witnessing a sunrise over Mid-Turner Base. The higher you go in altitude, the faster the sun rises. No.
Holy shit, a 3 light year jump doesn't even show up on my fuel gauge usage.
Not even a pixel?
Well, when you can go 78 light years, 3 light year jump don't use much fuel.
No, I guess not. You realize that you're approaching the upper limits of what a ship can jump to in this game, right?
That's the whole point. I'm just trying to see if I can actually build a ship to break 80 light years.
You realize, of course, that means if you actually set new records for the game, you would be able to jump to stars that are outside, nearly outside the galaxy. In other words, like rimward stars that are like too far away for most ships to jump to.
It'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Would be. Though if I were engaged in such an activity, I'd be looking for neutron stars that could jump me further out than... Of course, you could always use your in-system jump, your boost or whatever. And that would give you double, up to double of what you could normally do. It's 140.
I could jump 150 light years right now if I really, really try hard.
Yeah. Just under your own power. And if you get the right neutron star at the outer rim of the galaxy, which would be very rare, but if you did, you could jump in excess of 300. Nearly 400. Of course, if you get a neutron star to jump you that far, you can't come back, you realize. So you better be prepared to have your ship thrown away, because at that point...
Well, considering it's 8.7 million rebuy, I can afford that one. I got 350 million in the bank right now.
Yeah. And then you would be setting a new record, if you could find such a neutron star, but...
I'd have to record the whole thing, though, for proof that I did it.
Yeah, I'll turn your recorder on, and away you go. Windows actually has a native recorder you can use on board.
Yeah, that's one I've used to make those videos that I posted on your site. I believe I can even automatically stream it to YouTube and maybe Twitch, I think.
Well, YouTube requires a third-party app to do it. I don't think Windows will let you do that automatically, but Twitch and YouTube, like if you have the right third-party tool, you can specify a media server.
Broadcasting signed into Xbox Live.
Well, that you can do, yes, obviously. They want you to use Xbox Live.
I guess I don't have. Well, it's the software they use for jumping around.
Yeah. Anyway. What else can I do here? Oh yeah, outfitting. So now, optional internals, fighter hangar, cargo rack. I don't really need the stupid cargo rack, but I don't have any more 6E economy passenger cabins. Mind you, I can take a 5E. I can just store this thing. And then take a, here, browse shop. Yeah, well that's useless. Back. Transfer. Yeah, so we have to go to stored modules and get a bunch of modules up here. We need cabins. Business passenger cabin. Decontamination limpet. Economy class passenger. Transfer to the station. I'm going to transfer all of my remaining passenger cabins here. Including the ones at Robogo, which I don't seem to be using at the moment. Business class, transfer to the station. Paralympic controller. First class passenger cabin. Yeah, we'll take that one too. Wake scanner. Seeker missiles. The fuel scoop remains here. Power plant fragment cannon. Thrusters. Fuel scoop. It's a Robogo. The refinery is at Robogo. I don't know, some of these places might have pristine minerals. And I might want to do some mining, although I kind of hate the idea of doing it in my Anaconda.
Back to Jameson Memorial.
Guardian frameshift drive booster. Auto field maintenance unit. Holy shit. There's my insurance package. Frameshift drive, interdictor, fuel scoop.
Thank you. What happened to those players you were playing with the other day? Did you ever pick them up off the floor?
Yeah.
Well, figure out where you put them. Then you'll know where some are, because I don't have any handy. Ooh, so those little yellow blocks that tell you how much fuel you have, 18 light years is like a third of one of those little blocks on my fuel gauge.
Hmm. Standard docking computer. I'll take that compartment for now, since it's the only other one I have. Okay.
Reach plus dock.
Oh yeah, I got a bonus from Lee Young Rui. Salary claimed. Okay. Headed for Darwin Station via okay. One, two, three.
So most of the chat I see going on in Obsidian Ant's Discord page is kind of random commanders just bullshitting about random topics.
Really?
Yeah, most of it's just kind of just people bullshitting like you and I do on a regular basis. Whether they're doing a text you're having They do got some people in one of the voice channels. I haven't checked them out at all.
Well, we're going to put our universal cartographics in because I want all the exploration data to become permanent. And now we are launching. We'll head for the Alliance outpost. Just at McTurner Base. Take your time.
Speech restrictions lifted. Starcom signing off.
I'll be back shortly. Gotta find a restroom.
Okay.
We need a 2A power plant. Clear, Trim?
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm busy here.
That's fine.
Oh shit. Forgot the shields go down when you do that. Fuck. I went around the wrong side of the fucking asteroid, of course. Okay. Yeah, I forgot these fucking passenger missions, they don't last very bloody long. So I actually have to deliver these last two back to where they came from. But I gained about 4 million credits in the past, getting out here and exploring and doing everything I had to do to move my equipment around and then moving some passengers.
This fucking sucks. 79.94 light years.
So,
Uh-huh.
I know you can cross the 80 mark. It must be possible.
That's what I'm trying really, really hard.
But there's nothing you can do.
It's just a matter of configuring the ship right, and that's just it. I gotta play with all the possibilities.
Well, it's definitely possible. That's all I can tell you.
Once the map figures out all the possible jumps I can make, 80, damn near 80 fucking light years takes a while for it to populate all the options.
Fuck, now it's 3 jumps with all these fucking passengers aboard. Fuck. Unbelievable. But doing that bypasses McTurner Base and a nasty amount of navigation through the nebula, which takes longer. So we have illegal passengers, and we're gonna launch.
Landing coupler deactivated. Be wary of traffic on your way out. You are now clear of station restriction. Starcast looks forward to receiving you again.
Shit.
Oh, I also gained the ability to work from home. My work issued me a laptop, so now I can VPN into my Defense Department workspace. And with that, I should be able to... Well, I could spend a lunch hour maybe playing a game for an hour. Probably won't do that too often, though.
Yeah, it gets awful hard to just up and walk away from the game just to get back to work.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't really punch a clock either, so I can kind of work whenever I want, but I have to put in a certain number of hours every day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
It's hard to up and walk away when you're in the middle of something someday.
No, it'd be very easy to kill an afternoon playing this game accidentally. .79.2 light years. I'm trying to find. I can go 79.9. I'm trying to figure out if I have enough fuel capacity to actually do it, because it uses almost all my fuel. I suppose I could just launch here. If it throws a flag that I don't have enough fuel, I'll find out real quick. It's 0.7 light years. Yeah. All I gotta do is fly out the station far enough away to be able to fire up the FSD. It'll let me know. So I'm in California sector DLY D2-2. And there are some planets here, some moons specifically, I have not explored. Hopefully we find some pristine mineral content here that we can take advantage of. Okay then. Having scanned our one planetary subsystem, as was the plan, we'll now plan more of the plan farther away. FSD engaged. Oh, I can jump 79.2. Let's see if I can find 79.9. Gotta find the right system. Throw something overboard. Or throw someone overboard if need be. By the way, your life support system takes up a certain amount of space. If you're willing to sacrifice life support... yeah, if I could get rid of it, I would. You can, actually, because you'll operate off spacesuit for a while. And provided that time is shorter than the time you have to exist between base 1 and base 2. So it just depends on your emergency life support preference. Final jump, we have an illegal passenger aboard. And so... 79.77. There we go. Target that one. Hang on here. There might be a pulsar in this system. Pulsar don't do me no good. Oh, neutron star. Let's see here. System map, please. Let's see what type of star. Nope. It's the star with all the planets. 10,000 light. Yeah, we don't care about this because none of the planets can be landed on, so to hell with it. There's one set of rings there that might be of interest, that's it. Right now I can jump over 300 light years. If I could just find a spot to do it. Edge of the galaxy, I'm telling you. Well, you can always jump 300 light years, but... Where are you going is the question.
Theoretically, with a neutron, I should be able to jump 319.6 light years.
Headed for Red March Laboratory. My laboratory. Ha 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 ha.
And the materials to strip down a few modules.
And we're coming up on this planetary system awfully fucking fast. And slowing down. Going below 1/3 the speed of light.
Supposedly on Reddit, someone supposedly can jump 335.94 light years.
There you go. Is he in an anaconda though?
I don't know, let me read.
Okay, I have to engage my silent running very soon, so at that point I'll be concentrating.
Yeah, apparently from what it looks like here, he's listing his things and suppose they got pictures and everything here.
There we go. Docking requested at 4 kilometers. Stand by.
Somebody else here says that they can go 336.27. He's got to find something far enough to actually try and...
Okay, hold on. Watching for fighters. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. No, we made it with the illegal passengers, and we're going to have to do that differently next time because that was very risky. Turns out your silent running while you're in auto dock mode does not engage. You can't control silent running while your docking computer has control.
Yeah, I know that. You gotta go with one or the other.
Or just shut it off until you're ready. But that makes landing at bases all the more risky. Although this base doesn't seem like it's very busy, but all it takes is one fucking fighter and you're screwed. Complete mission. And I still didn't actually take the money. I took the engineering components because they were more valuable. So as a consequence of that, I only got about 12 million credits total instead of gaining 8. That being said, I'm still better off than where I was. And we still have outfitting at this base, so I'm going to sell off one of my 6D fuel scoops.
The record for going from 65 light years ago to Deagle Point is a little under 7 hours. Holy shit, that would be a pain in the ass.
It would be. Okay, so collector limpet controller 5A, repair limpet controller 5A, frame shift drive interdictor 4D, interdictor 3C, sell. Yes, sell the interdictor 3C. We have two class 4D interdictors. Repair limpet controller 5A, no. Frame shift drive 6D. No. Shield generator 3A. That's utterly pointless. Selling that one off. Fuel scoop 6D. There is a 6C fuel scoop somewhere. Yeah, we'll sell that one off. Cargo rack, 64s, there's... Holy shit, there's 3 of them here. All at Robogo. We can sell 2 of them off. Detailed surface scanner. 1C. Repair limpet controller.
Reach plus dock.
Collector limpet. Repair limpet. Shut down field neutralizer. Repair limpet controller 3A.
Oh, shit, I forgot to check my docking computer out. landing gear. How the fuck do I have a mission critical message? Oh, fuck you, I ain't playing with your delivery contract.
Okay, I've got my insurance rebuy value back on my ship by selling a 5A automated field maintenance unit. I have a 6A, and it's the kind of instrument I'd only use in a slot 6, so I think all my major ships have slot 6s now, and if I don't, I can always, when I get back to the bubble, buy another 5AA from you. On October 13th, 3302. Oh, I see. Never mind. It's a tourist beacon. It's almost been 5 years that this station will have been here. It's celebrating its 5th anniversary. Well, day after tomorrow. Okay, well, that's it for tonight for me. I gotta go. So I will let you go for now, and thank you for all your time and effort and yapping. We'll talk to you tomorrow, hopefully.
Have a good night.
Good night. And that'll be it, everyone. As I just told the squaddle, it's 3:26:25 Zulu on 12 October 3304, which makes it the evening of 11 October 3304 where I am. Don't forget to check the video properties for our website info and for Twitter info. Twitter.com/commander_trium, as you'll see in the video properties, properly, of course, abbreviated, will give you access to the chronological entries of these videos going forward. And of course, if you are enjoying this video and have enjoyed what you saw this evening, please click I like or subscribe in the YouTube interface. The bell icon, if it's visible to you, will give you a mini dialogue in Windows that will tell you when new content is posted on my YouTube account. Thanks once again for watching, and fly safe, Commanders. This is Commander Trium, signing off.